They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 31. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play action now for Herbert. This ball's caught by Palmer. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Swift gets it, going left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. One in behind center with Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He keeps it himself. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Ticker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Evans now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 34. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here on first down. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. He finds Johnson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football work on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll hand it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos make it a 1-score game in the first half. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. It is caught left side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Throwing now, Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 42 yards on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
They're going play action. Next time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Has a man. It's Brown.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Broncos. Behind the sticks on 3rd and 13. Now looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He'll take this at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
He's on the move. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Throwing now off play action. Buying some time right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, Brock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Evans now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Colsonadimo's got it. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Flushed out of the pocket. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Carter on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and long. Connects with Johnson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. They're going for this. Oh, It's another interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick-6. Left side now caught by Sutton. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10, looking to throw. And that one's unsuccessful. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down. Back to throw. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. Pass play on first and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Coming near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here. They give it to him up the middle. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's third and goal at the 1. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line, and then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Oh no, they get him yet again. Darnell Savage with the pick. And it's a pick-6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he set his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Has it down close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers make it a 3-possession game. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Evans now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Cut by Sutton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Getting out to his left. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's not quite over yet, but it... After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going to run again with Swift. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He spins right by him. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Herbert now off the play fake. Headed out right. That one's complete, right side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch is made in close. It's an LA touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Carter on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Now he fires it deep down the near sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
It's his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on first down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 23. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He has the first down to the 10. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
A good defensive play breaks that one up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Pass play now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're throwing it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Colson and Debo's got it.
Critics could always attribute one interception to a lucky break or right place, right time. 2 interceptions is not a coincidence. This is a skilled defender, Kate, who woke up prepared to play today, and boy, has he delivered on the field of play with 2 takeaways all by himself.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
On third down, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Here's what I know. I know this one, Kate, from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. He finds Brown right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Third down from the gun. He finds Johnson. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Chased out to his right. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking for somewhere to... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Williams. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Intercepted in the end zone. Colsenadimo's got it. And he's out the clear. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Evans now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A bit of desperation on this steep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that was effort with a capital E.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.